We're live.
Hi, everybody. Jean Humbrecht here. Welcome to my local business spotlight on the Humbrecht Law Facebook page. Today, I have a very special guest, my colleague and friend, Bridgete Newman, who's going to be talking to us about Prince William Professionals. Prince William Professionals is a networking group set in, obviously, you guessed it, Prince William County, Virginia. And I met Bridgete not even that long ago at a different networking event. And then she was telling me about this group, and I checked it out. And I think I went to their first meeting and loved it. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Bridgete, in a minute to tell everybody about why you started Prince William Professionals. But first, anybody that's watching, feel free to type in any questions you have for me or Bridgete. Or any comments if you are in Prince William Professionals or know either one of us. Well, obviously, you know me if you're watching it. And then Bridgete and I are just going to have a conversation. And apparently she wants me to talk about myself too. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, Kent, thanks for tuning in. All right, Bridgete, I'm going to turn it over to you and I'm going to start sharing it in my different groups.
Okay, so the question was, why did you start Prince William Professionals? So first of all, like Jean said, Prince William Professionals is a local in-person networking group. We have events on the first Wednesday. So this morning we had our coffee at Giuseppe's. It's 10 to 11, the first Wednesday of every month. I want business owners in the community to develop relationships and with the ultimate goal of referring. So that was the reason. Well, that's that event, and then we have a happy hour the third Wednesday of the month from 5 to 7, also at Giuseppe's. But the reason why I started it is I got really big into networking when I lived in Loudoun County. I moved to Prince William County about a year ago. I lived in Victory Lakes for 6 months and put a contract on a house here in Haymarket. And I was living in Bristol while it was being built. And this house was built in May of last year. So I've been in Prince William County for a year, but I was looking to meet all the business owners. I had met all the business owners in Loudoun, and I wanted to do the same thing that I was involved in Loudoun here. So that's why we have Prince William Professionals.
So when you say you were really big into networking, tell everybody what that means if they're not as big into networking as you are.
Oh, so okay. I was a member of the Loudoun County Chamber of Commerce. That was the first networking group I ever really. Actually, they do a breakfast, which is really early in the morning at the Belmont Ridge Country Club.
Yeah.
And that was the first kind of networking thing that I ever did. And it's speed networking. You talk for like a minute, everybody talks, and then you switch tables and stuff like that. But that's not the kind of networking that I like to do. I joined a group called, I don't know, am I allowed to say that? It doesn't exist anymore. But anyway.
You can say whatever you want.
It originally started as Girl Boss, later came to be Pinnacle Networking. It was an all women's networking group, and it was an open seat, so it wasn't seat specific. You didn't have to have one realtor and one electrician and one lawyer and one title company, one mortgage broker and one this and one that. And I really liked it because you got to know people as people, and you got to develop these relationships and build friendships. And running a business is having relationships with people is key. It's not just about, well, I want to sell you a house, or I want to sell you a product, or I want to sell you, whatever. It's really, people are not going to work with you unless they know, like, and trust you, period. And so I wanted to get those relationships created here as well.
That's actually a really good point. I'm actually still sharing, speaking of being big into networking, I'm still sharing our live on all the different Facebook networking groups I'm in. But I actually wanted to talk a little bit about that because I've been big into, not as big as Bridgete, but I've been big into networking for years too. And I have seen it all. I've seen, the seat specific groups. I've seen groups that are very casual. I've seen groups that are very strict. So I mean, I could talk about this, but Bridget, since you're the guest, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about like the seat specific groups and the speed networking that you were talking about? Because some people might not know if they haven't, been in those environments.
So the reason why I don't mind them, but I don't like seat specific networking because they are very strict. Like you said, a lot of them cost a lot of money to be involved in. They if you don't go, you have to bring somebody to fill your spot. And I didn't really want to be structured that way. I wanted to be structured, if you want to come, you come, and if you don't, then you don't come, right?
Or if you
And I
can't, then
want
you don't have to worry about being kicked out of the group.
right. You can't come if you don't, if you don't come to my coffee this morning and you're out.
Well, I guess I'm out. I had court.
Right, don't bother coming. But to the point of the ones that are a little bit more relaxed, don't really have a lot of accountability. So people don't really understand the whole referral thing. They might be just coming to get, to go out and have a happy hour. Well, that's not what I'm trying to accomplish. I want to be in the middle. I don't want to be so strict that you have to come or you're fired. But I also don't want it to be a social hour. We actually need to be accomplished something. This morning at the coffee, I think that a couple people did make real connections and they did find people that they can work with or refer to or collaborate with. Collaboration is a good word because you can collaborate with anybody. I'm a real estate agent, but I can collaborate with another realtor. I have questions all the time. Like the other day, I was like, I want to make one of those keys that says sold. Well, I asked all the realtors where they got theirs. And of course they told me. So it doesn't matter if you're in the same profession or a different profession. I can also operate in different states and they might not be able to. So it's not about, for me, it's not about seat specific. It's kind of that happy medium between being seat specific and being a larger organization like a chamber of commerce.
So when Bridget says seat specific, what she means is most are paid, but whether it's paid or not, you would be the only person in your industry in the group, like maybe only realtor, or they might branch out and say commercial realtor and business realtor, but then that's it. Only one electrician, one plumber, one attorney, things like that. And the reason is that they don't want people in the group competing over business. That's why you have the one seat. But those groups, whether they're, in my experience, whether they're paid or not, they are very strict about the rules. You have to attend all the meetings. If you don't, you have to send somebody for you, and you can't miss and networking is work, but it's also, it's supposed to be a little fun too. If you're just constantly stressed out about, oh my God, what am I going to do? I have to go show a house. I can't make this networking meeting. Then it's kind of pointless, because then the times that you are there, you don't really enjoy being there. Do you agree?
And in my industry and your industry, we're all over the place. We don't know what we're going to be doing tomorrow half the time. So yeah. I get a call from somebody that says, I need you to list my house because I need to, we need to get out of here, right away or something. I can't be like, well, hold on a second. I got to go to a happy hour.
Right. So. And I can't say, well, I'm not going to go to court today because there's a networking coffee. I wanted to go, but obviously priorities, you go when you can. But like you had mentioned earlier, there's also I don't know if you said accountability or investment, but I don't know. Why don't you expand on what you were talking about?
So in something like BNI, Business Networking International, there is a requirement to pass leads, and you have to have a certain amount or you get kicked out. In my networking group, there is not a requirement. However, it is, highly recommended that you get to know the people that you're networking with so that you trust them enough to give them your business. I handle the biggest investment that people make in their lives. People are not going to use me as a realtor if they don't think I know what I'm doing, or if they don't like me. So right. Building those relationships is the most important thing. I was in a networking group the last 5 years, and it was not seat specific, and I ended up selling houses to 10 or 12 of those women, and it was because they trusted me. It was because they saw my face, they saw me get out, they knew I was competent or good at what I do. they weren't required to use me. They could have used the other 8 agents in the group, and I'm sure those other agents got other people, as well. We're going to click with who we're going to click with, period.
Mm-hmm.
So there's enough business to go around for everybody. I believe, I truly believe that. And I don't think that we're in competition with each other. I'm not I try not to be in competition with anybody. You set your goals, you hit your goals, and that's what you need to do. And creating relationships is a good step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I don't know. Other people might have different opinions, but I prefer the openness.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
can
see that
meet more people that way too.
we had a few more people pop on. So if you guys want to let us know you're here and say hi to Bridget, because I can see that there are people, but I can't see who you are. So let us know. But yeah, so the whole purpose of networking is, like you said, building relationships with people. You're not just going to refer somebody. Oh, well, I met a plumber last night. I met a realtor last night. Here, call the no. Like, I mean, you might come to their mind, but you're going to come to their mind more if they actually get to know you. And that's the purpose of these casual events, the coffees, the happy hours, the other events, some networking groups. I know you had a vision board party that was planned. I think it's going to be rescheduled sometime soon. I mean, the networking groups do all sorts of different things to try to get people to um, you know, I mean, kind of loosen up, like you relax to get to know each other, not this forced, like 45-second, get to know everybody's business in 45 seconds so you can pass them referrals.
Yeah, and the vision board training is being rescheduled for the week from Friday, I think.
Okay.
The no, the 8th, yeah, the 18th. But I also want to mention really quick that I'm not the only founder of Prince William Professionals. It was actually Robin Farrell, who is a loan officer with George Mason Mortgage, and I's idea to do it together. And I like that because we can kind of work as a team. And then we also had Rich Jennings kind of help start this thing. He does internet, social media, websites, things like that. So it wasn't just me that did it. I needed to meet people here because I've never lived in Prince William County until a year ago. So I started reaching out to business owners and saying, hey, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And so that's how it started.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I didn't give credit to Robin Farrell and Rich Jennings. If you guys are watching, I know them both. They're awesome. And they're also superstars of networking. And for as much networking as the both of us do, I still met new people at Prince William Professionals that I didn't meet through the chamber or through other groups. So don't think of that, you can't meet more people or everybody, because you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, there were new people this morning too. I was excited about that. So that's good. And we keep growing. We want to grow. And so so this live is actually really good. We want to grow. We want to build more members. So we want the members of Prince William Professionals to invite their other business networking friends, because I think there's 250 people on the site right now. I'd love to see that grow to 500 by mid-year. Everybody's welcome. Like I said, there's no reason for you not to want to come.
Yeah. Oh, I should point out that Prince William Professionals is not like the groups we were talking about. It's not seat specific. Anybody can go. There are no requirements. You come when you can. Oh, and they usually do raffles too. So people donate little gifts and then they'll do a drawing of business cards, and that makes it more fun.
It's just another way to get your name out there, right?
Exactly. And yeah, the first time that I went, I would say I knew a handful of people, maybe like 5 out of, I don't know how many people were there that first time, 25. Like I knew a small amount of people, but everybody else that I met was great. And then I started to see some of them at the other networking events, the coffees, the happy hours, and then other things that Bridget and I would do. And not everybody's going to be at every event. So some next week you'll go, and then you'll meet somebody, and they won't be at the next one, but you'll meet somebody new, and then that first person you met will be there the next time. So yeah, there's always new people coming. And in terms of bringing people, I don't know, Bridget, if you've ever noticed this, but sometimes I find it hard to get people to come to networking events that are not really into networking because they think that they don't have time. What would you say to those people?
I went kicking and screaming to my first networking event. I didn't want to go. I didn't think that that was for me. I got a phone call from my friend Chris Lewis. Hi, Chris, if you're watching or you see this on the replay. She is an Arbonne rep, which is a health and wellness, makeup, beauty, fitness company. And she called me and she said, well, there's a networking event at Travinia Wine Bar in Leesburg. Actually, she didn't tell me where it was. She's like, there's this event in Leesburg. You need to come with me. And I was like, no. And then she said, it's at a wine bar. And I said, okay, what time are you picking me up? And I went there, and the rest was history. And I've literally doubled my business since I started networking. I've met so many incredible women and so many incredible, not just women people, but that's what I was originally was networking with women, but amazing people, amazing business owners. And I support all of them. And the more you support other people, the more it's going to come back to you tenfold. So I also learned that as kind of a lesson. Like it's about giving, it's about value, it's about providing value in the community. It's about, being there when someone needs you. And then the whole thing just comes full circle. So, yep, networking was not my thing. I didn't want to do it. I loved going out and going to happy hours, but I didn't want to go to networking. I didn't want to talk about my business. I didn't want to talk about business. I didn't want to, buy things. Everything I've ever got from a networking group or somebody in a networking group, I've loved. The people I've loved. It's awesome.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Like, because over the years, I've been to so many different types of networking groups, and there's some where people just immediately try to sell you on whatever their service is or their product. And you're not going there to buy a service or product from somebody. You're going there to meet people. And like you said earlier, if they know, like, and trust you, they will refer you and maybe purchase from you. But that's not the point. It's not to go to make a sale that night. It's to go to get to meet people. And if people are wondering, I try to keep thinking, what questions we can answer for people that don't do this a lot. It's, we all go around, and there's socializing. You socialize, you may have a drink, you may not, depends on if it's happy hour, coffee, whatever. You just talk amongst yourselves, and then everybody gets a little opportunity to talk about their business, and then you go back to socializing. There's no forced anything. There's no, selling of your business. And then, and in my experience, every time I've been to Prince William Professionals, everybody's just having so much fun and just gets along, and it's just great. It's a great environment to be in.
It's about making connections. That's really what it's about. You might need something one day.
Right.
Okay, you already have that person. Okay, you have an electrician, but then you go to a meeting and somebody's like, well, I do XYZ. Oh my gosh, I need that. Like, you just never know.
Right. Yeah, no, you never know. You never know what you're going to need. You never know what's going to go wrong in your house. You never know what business service you're going to need. Like, if you're going to need a social media person or internet help, and call Rich. And like me trying to buy a house, I have a realtor, but that's my realtor. I need somebody on the selling end who can tell me about, listings that they have. So just because you have a realtor, that doesn't mean that I can't also work with Bridget, because we need two of them, right? So
we'll find a way. I promise.
Yeah. So
does anybody that's on have any questions? Is anyone on?
Bridget made a comment, or Robin made a comment on, Bridget and Robin are always together. Robin made a comment on Facebook, and this actually is a good prompt for me. If you guys can put your comments in StreamYard, because when Bridget and I are talking, I only see comments here in StreamYard, but I clicked over to Facebook. Robin says, thanks, looking forward to the vision board event.
Me too. Those are fun. Does everyone know what a vision board event is?
Why don't you tell them in case they don't? I think only people that, there's only certain, why don't you just tell them?
professions, maybe. So a vision board event is basically setting your goals for the next year. And it doesn't have to be a business goal, it can be a personal goal. So I have a vision board every year. Do I have any right here? I don't, they're over there and I can't reach them. But so you put on this board the things that you want to accomplish. So say you want to buy a beach house, or you want to get a dog, or you want to sell 50 houses, or you want to make X amount of money, or it's a gratitude and affirmation thing too. It's about I am good enough and this is what I'm going to do, and it's goal setting and it's mindset and it's I've done one every year for the last 18 years. That's how long I've been in business. And every year I go back and look at what my vision board said at the beginning of the year. And every year I've hit my goal. So it's kind of manifesting your own destiny kind of thing. But it's fun too. I mean, you're laying it out there. You hang it up on your wall. You say, okay, you're looking at it every day. You're looking at, I'm going to buy that beach house, right? And so we're setting your goals on, I'm going to buy that beach house. Or I'm going to, start an IRA, or I'm gonna, I don't know, buy a TV or a Peloton, or whatever it is that you want a goal in life or a goal for your business. I want to start a team. I want to grow my team. I want to declutter my house. Anything, any goal that you have, business or non-business related, that's what a vision board is. It's a dream board.
Well, let me ask you. I thought of so many questions when you said that. We could have done a whole live on vision boards. Now, explain to me what the difference between a vision board and a to-do list is, and then why don't? No, I'm not joking. Like, what is it about the vision board that that helps you have this mindset to get these things done, and the and the patience? Because if you're like me, if you don't get something done when you want to or at all, it's frustrating. So explain to me how a vision board is different than a to-do list. And I'm not asking that as a joke. Like, I'm just...
No, I seriously was about ready to go out and get my to-do list and get my vision board for last year so I could show you. But basically, in my mind, I don't even know where I put it. I just got back from a listing appointment.
That's why you have the vision board. You'll lose the to-do list.
In my mind, a to-do list for me is more immediate. It's like, this has to be done now. You gotta, print out this tax record or put this in the MLS, or the maids are coming tomorrow, or I gotta, I don't know, gotta pick up the backyard because I have a dog, or I have to go to the grocery store and buy XYZ. That's a to-do list. A vision board is, what things do I need to do to get the beach house, right? So it's more goal oriented than, I have to do this now. So I'd say one is more now and one is more get your priorities straight, get your butt in gear, and stop watching TV so you can make this amount of money to get what you want, sort of. Or I want to get in shape, but you can't get in shape in one day, right? You have to get in shape over time. Or I want to be healthy, but you can't just eat healthy one day. You have to eat healthy maybe 5 out of 7 days of the week. Or I want to stop drinking alcohol, or, it's more of a long-term thing.
That's a good explanation. If you couldn't tell by the way I introduced that question, I've never created a vision board. So maybe, but my to-do lists are astronomical. So maybe I should come to this vision board party.
It's also going to be fun. Again, it's networking. It's not all, let's throw our goals down on a piece of paper. It's, we are going to do the 30-minute elevator, 30-minute. Oh my God. 30 second. Can you imagine if we had to talk for 30 minutes?
I'm not going.
Me either. Minute elevator pitch. What do you do? What are your goals? How do you serve? What are you going to be for Halloween? I don't know. Whatever. I always come up with some weird question because that's the way that you dig into people's lives and find out what they're about. But yeah, it's still a networking event, but it's setting down year-long goals. And it's not even like a resolution. It's not like I'm gonna lose 20 pounds by, the end of the year. It's more like I want to save up enough money to buy a Peloton so I can lose the weight. But,
that makes sense.
Like one of mine one year was to go to Paris, right? And so I had never been out of the country other than Canada and Mexico. So I'd never been off the continent. And so I was like, I want to go to Paris. And so I went to Paris. And,
But it's not like she just bought a plane
up
ticket
and
and
went
went
to
to Paris.
Paris.
She had a plan to go. She had to save the money, and yeah.
Right. That was my bucket list. There, that's a good word. A vision board is a bucket list.
Oh, you know what? I do need every once in a while. I'm like, that's on my bucket list. That's on my bucket list. But then, I'll forget about it, and then I won't remember it until I talk about bucket lists again.
Right. So this way you have it in front of you and you never forget.
That's a good idea. Some people might use a whiteboard to do their vision board.
That's very true. There's also apps to do them as well. I think it's more fun to do it as an event.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is an in-person event, right?
It is.
Awesome. I'm getting a little, even though we're doing this via StreamYard, networking virtually is not for me. I much prefer the in-person environment.
Me too. Agreed. 100%.
So Robin actually made a couple other comments still on the Facebook page. Robin, comment on StreamYard. But she said about the vision board, it's also a visual reminder of what our why is.
Yeah. Like, why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you in this business? I've been in this business, like I said, 18 years. I'm beginning to wonder why. No, I'm just kidding. my why is to help people. That is my why. So I'm trying to find these comments.
Oh, well, yeah, they're on the video on my Facebook page.
She said,
no, they're on Prince William Professionals page.
She said, we have lots of laughs, so come join the club.
Our group is very low key.
I didn't know it was a club. But anyway.
And the food at Giuseppe's is amazing, and that's where they've been meeting so far.
That it is. It is good. Having a glass of wine with my professional friends is fun too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So vision board. I'm mad at myself for never having created a vision board.
Well, you got to start somewhere, so you can start now.
I know, but like I have all these plans for things that I wanted to do for my business, and we're all busy. I'm busy every day, but obviously we all prioritize. You have to do the things that you absolutely have to do today and, to get ready for tomorrow and next week and deadlines and things like that. But if that's your mindset every day, then you'll never get these big projects done or these big goals done. That's been my experience. And sometimes it can be really frustrating. You look at how much time has gone by and there's something you wanted to do and could have made time to do it if you plan. I'm talking about myself here. If planned a little better.
What is that saying? A goal. What is that saying? A goal is just a dream. Wait, what is it? Hold on. There's a saying about goal. I'm going to get this because I have to Google it because now I can't even remember it. But it's a goal without a dream is just a wish. So, or a goal without a deadline is just a wish. So you can sit there and you can wish and wish and hope that it gets done. But if you put it down on paper, you put it in front of you, it's more likely to happen. So if you set it as a goal, it is more likely to happen. So that's why we do the vision board thing. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited. I've never created a vision board. However, I'm going to stay away from the glitter though. Because in the first advertisement, Bridget's like, bring your, or we'll have markers and glitter and blah, blah. And I'm like, glitter? No. I got a Christmas card from someone, had the gall to send me a Christmas card with glitter in it. And I was I hate glitter.
They explode every single time, right?
So if y'all really want to make me mad, like give me a present, something that has glitter. No. So my vision board will be glitter free. Just like me.
Oh, look at you. You have a mug. So Jean is famous for her mugs, but her mug says Humbrecht's Law. I love it.
Well, this is my promotional mug.
I don't have my promotional mug. Usually does say Bridgete Newman sold, but this is just a mug.
Oh. And yeah, so I do collect coffee mugs, and every day on my personal Facebook page, I put a picture of a different coffee mug.
Do you have 365?
Probably. No.
Wow.
No, I don't. I have a lot. I collect them every time I go someplace new. I get one, but for some reason I have multiples from Virginia Beach and Ocean City because for some reason every time I went there I had to get another one. I have 2 from my college, but none from my law school or grad school. There's no rhyme or reason to it. If I see a cute one, I'll buy it. I also have, is it right here? No, I have one that says "World's Best Boss" from The Office. You know, Michael Scott's mug.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, check out my Facebook page, and then you'll see it every day. And yeah. So, anything else you want to tell us about Prince William Professionals? I want to make sure we covered everything, because people who are super networkers like we are, and like Robin, know what we're talking about the seat specific and stuff, and they probably have an idea, or the people who don't network a lot probably have a misconception in their head about what it is. But I will tell you my impression of Prince William Professionals, and you add, or Robin, you add anything. It's a low key group of professionals in and around the Prince William County area who get together once a month for coffee, once a month for a happy hour. You're not obligated to go, but everybody just socializes, has a good time, and has an opportunity to share their business with everybody else and learn about everybody else's business. And there's no pressure to buy or sell or do any business with anybody.
The biggest thing is I want all the professionals. First of all, it's Prince William Professionals on Facebook. That is the group, Prince William Professionals on Facebook. But my biggest goal is to grow. So everybody go join that group, and then everybody go invite somebody, or 2 or 3 or 8, you know. The next event is the 16th. That's a Wednesday from 5 to 7 at Giuseppe's. It is a happy hour. You don't have to drink. You don't have to be pressured to drink. You can drink water. We have light appetizers, and like Jean said, everybody can talk and, you know, whatever. And then we all come to a table and we 45 seconds about what we do. That was one of the biggest reasons why I hated networking, was I hated speaking in front of people. And then, but once you do it the first time, it's like, it just rolls off your tongue, and I could just talk and talk and talk. I'm sure you're like, you can shut up now. But a 45-second about yourself, it's super easy. And then everybody just resumes talking about everybody else. And it, like you said, it's open. You know, Carla Valentino is one of the people, we call them the regulars, the people that always come. And she taught me something that I just laugh and I think is funny. A lot of times when people talk at networking groups, they've got these closed in shoulders, like I'm talking to Jean like this, and we're talking like this, and blah, blah, blah. And she said, make yourself a croissant, not a donut. So we're open. We have an open, you come in, you can talk to anybody. We're not gonna be a donut. We're gonna be a croissant. So does that make sense? I know I laughed at it when she told me the first time too. I was like, what are you talking about? Croissants and donuts? Yeah. No, we are open. We are for you to come and join and talk to us. We're not going to be like, what are you doing? Don't talk to me.
Mm-hmm. I like that analogy.
Be a croissant, not a donut.
Because last time I was at the networking coffee, there were chocolate croissants. Oh, that was good. I ate the whole thing.
Be a croissant, not a donut.
Because donut is closed. Robin said, I have to go. Great info. See you both soon. Yes, Robin, I will definitely see you at the next happy hour. And Robin is actually going to be on my next live in 2 weeks.
Yay.
So anything else, Bridget, before we go?
Nope, just everybody come and meet everybody and just come out and have fun. And you're very welcome to come.
Yes, come check out the group. They meet at Giuseppe's. First Wednesday of the month is the coffee, 10 o'clock a.m. Third Wednesday of the month is the happy hour, 5 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And yeah, and bring friends, and anybody that wants to come as my guest. If you don't want to go by yourself, I'll go to networking events by myself. But if you don't want to go by yourself, contact Bridget or contact me and come with one of us or Robin or anyone else that's in the group. And yeah, it's a great group, which is why I wanted to showcase it here. Oh, it's International Networking Week. I should have said that at the beginning of the live. That's why we're talking about this. So the first person that I thought of was Bridget to talk about Prince William Professionals. I really do love the group, and I hate that I missed the coffee this morning. I really wanted to go. But
we wanted you to be there too.
Oh, well, don't make me feel worse. But like she said, you have to be in court. You have to show a house. Can't make everything. But I know there's a happy hour in 2 weeks and another coffee next month.
And we're going to happy on Friday. I think. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So for everybody that wants to, It's First Friday this Friday. Might as well give everybody a plug. Sinistral has my favorite local band, Radio Envy. I'm going to have to put them in the comments. Oh my God, Bridget, you're going to love them. They're so good. So Radio Envy is playing it First Friday at Sinistral. I think they start at 7:00, but First Friday is just first Friday of every month. It's a big party in Old Town Manassas. They have bands. They didn't have bands, I think, December and January because it was too cold. And Bridget and I believe we are going to be going to Mum Mum in Bristow before, or that's the tentative plan for something to eat before we go to Old Town for First Friday. If you guys if you guys are friends with me on Facebook, you see that I post about Mum Mum all the time, and I'm always tagging Bridget and things. So yes, so we're going to go to Mum Mum on Friday, and then First Friday in Old Town to see Radio Envy at Sinistral.
It's good food.
Oh God, the happy hour at Mum Mum is so good. I should do a live there sometime.
Yes, and a book.
I am going to do a book signing. Bridget is one of my biggest cheerleaders. Last time, this will be the last thing I say. Last time that I went to the Principal and Professionals networking happy hour, I did my little spiel about my business, and then like almost everybody at the table added one more thing about something that I've done, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I did do that. I did write a book. I did have a book signing. I did do this. I did do that. So everybody's very supportive of everybody else. But anyway, yes. Oh, and Bridget wanted me to talk about myself. So I guess this is it. I will be having more book signings coming up. Bridget has come to 2 of them, I think. And you've bought a book. Thank you for that. So yeah. So check out Mum Mum, check out Sinistral, check out Radio Envy, check out Prince William Professionals. And if you need a realtor, oh yeah, she's got my book right there.
Well, it helps when you have your bookcase behind you.
I should have my own book right there. I used to. Anyway, maybe if I have a vision board, I'll be better planned with everything. All right. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Kent. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and anybody that's watching the replay, because I'm sure everybody in Prince William Professionals is going to check this out later if they missed it. And Bridget, you're going to come on again at some point to talk about your real estate business. And yeah, everybody check out Prince William Professionals at Giuseppe's and Haymarket. I already put a link to the Facebook page there. So if you guys like and follow the page, you'll get notifications of when the next events are coming up. And contact Bridget or myself if you have any questions. And Bridget, after I end the broadcast, you and I can still talk to each other. So don't exit out yet. Okay. But thanks everybody so much for watching, and Robin for your comments, and everybody. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks with Robin Farrell from George Mason Mortgage, right?
Yes. Okay. And thank you for having me.
Thanks.